Welcome back to Avalon and Ninth. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope everybody is doing well and you are having an amazing time. I am using this mystery kit from October of 2020, I believe is what it was. I think that's what it said. I know it was the later part of 2020 when I did this mystery kit, and it is amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys. So this kit you cannot get in my shop, but this gives you an idea of kind of what happens with the mystery kits. This specific one is formatted for a horizontal planner, which means you've got the two long washi strips and the boxes are shorter. Everything is sized 1.5 inch width. So if you decide you want to use a horizontal layout in your vertical planner, you can, because it will work amazingly. And every time I do it and I use those washi, the bottom washi, I am absolutely stunned that I always am thinking, should I change the washi on my kits to this? Because look at it. It looks amazing. It just makes my heart so happy. Just kidding. Okay. I mean, not really. Like, it makes my heart happy, but I'm not crying about it. So, my question for you is, do you like that type of washi style, or do you like it where it's short on one side and long on the other, like what I normally do if you're a vertical planner? I'm just gauging some interest, not changing anything yet or at all if I need to. So, okay, so if you guys see right there on Thursday, you see all those black spots. This was an oops planner, because obviously I'm not going to sell that planner to somebody where it's got spots on it like that. That was transposed from the printing process. But I use oops planners and I use oops planner stickers in my spreads all the time, because I'd rather the good stuff go to you guys. Like, I know how to make it work so if things are cut too deep or if things are not cut correctly. I can make do, and I can switch things up and everything, and I've got a huge stash, obviously, because I'm a sticker maker. So just so you guys know that that's not the quality you are going to be getting if you order something. That's just, I use it because I can easily cover it up. It's going to be covered up, and it doesn't bother me. But that was not the quality that I would give to anybody. I like to give the good quality stuff, hence the reason why I've got buttery smooth paper that has colors that pop off the page. Yes, they pop off the page. So, as you can see, when I laid down that box there, you can see that it's, you know, obviously not the size of a full box. That's about how much shorter they are from, you know, what a normal vertical kit would look like. Completely fine. Put a glitter header under there or a pattern header and you are just fine. You've covered everything up. I love the horizontal kits because they do afford you some more room in all of this. So let's get into the planning. So this isn't my first time using a horizontal kit on this channel either. I did it last year too, and I will probably continue to do it just because I usually always end up having a horizontal kit, whether it's a mini or a full, when I've done mystery kits. So I will probably just keep using them for myself because I love them. So on my day, I did a workout and marked it with a sticker from Fox and Cactus. So, and then a beautiful full box and of course glitter headers. Put down one of these third boxes with the grids, or as I like to call it, the graph paper inside, because I'm a 90s kid and that's what we called it growing up, graph paper. Why? Because you are always doing graphs work on it for math of some sort. So it's graph paper. But I get it. It's a grid pattern. So, yeah. You say tomato, I say tomato type thing. All right? Okay. Good. We're good. I did have to work on some tax forms that day, so I marked that with a sticker from Bubblemon Stickers Co. Because let's face it, as a small business owner, you're constantly doing taxes, and they're not always enjoyable. Sometimes they're enjoyable, but majority of the time they're not. I had to initiate an ink return to return some ink, and then I worked on emails. I then put these stickers down at the bottom to mark my plan with me's for the week. So or I shouldn't necessarily say plan with me's, because not all of them are plan with me's, but videos that go up on my channel. So for Monday, the video that went up was my Foodie Love that I'd done a couple of weeks ago. Absolutely adorable kit. I know that there's new, lighter, refreshing art that is very much a foodie kit, but I kind of enjoy mine. So, not that there isn't anything wrong with that artwork. I love that artwork, and I do love how light and airy it is, but I do love my dark and brooding colors. It's just something about dark brooding colors that just gets me sometimes, and that's just kind of how I felt that kit needed to be. So I did have to do some printing and cutting that day. Marked it with a sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co. And then I needed to finish uploading some videos to the channel because they didn't upload the day before due to some processing and internet issues. Like, the internet this past week and actually the week before has been really, really bad in this area, where I'm constantly dropping connections, and it's actually been that way ever since we got new neighbors. So I don't know if like there's something going on, but let's just say that it's been rather annoying. But the past couple of days I haven't had that problem, so I don't know what's going on. So on Tuesday, put down one of my favorite sticky notes. I love sticky notes. I love them. So you only get 6 in the kit. I wish that, I mean, my pages are pretty tall compared to other shop owners, but I wish there was just like that extra little space to put that 7th one. And trust me, I have done a whole bunch of configurations to try and get the 7 on there, and it doesn't look good. So 6 is where it's at. 6 seems to be the place where it just looks good on the page and what it's supposed to be, which I'm completely fine, because you get 100 another ones of functional stickers. So marked it with a sticker with Once More of Love, to mark that we did a finance talk. So once a month, my husband and I do a finance talk about how much money we spent the month before, so we can make and adjust corrections for the following months, or if we know that other things are going to be happening. So that's all. And then I updated our books to reflect that, and then I had to do a supply order. I have been doing a lot of supply orders, more so because towards the end of last year I didn't want to do a whole bunch of supply orders because I didn't want that stuff on hand. So I waited till the beginning of January, and then I've had just supply order after supply order because everything needs to be replenished. Marked that with a sticker from Once More with Love. And then I marked the plan with me that went up that day was Celestial Moon. So getting back into the swing of things, I've had a couple of kits that I've had to back plan with, and I still need to back plan my New Year's kit because that New Year's kit was awesome, and it needs to go in this planner. So I need to do that. But then I also marked that it was a printing day, put down the quarter sheet to mark, or quarter box, not quarter sheet, quarter box, to mark that it was also a cutting day. Those are both custom scripts from my shop. It is font number 5 if you are curious. I haven't updated the fonts yet and the listings yet. I don't know if I'll do that before this upcoming TPC sale, but it is on my list to get done. But currently right now it is font number 5. On Wednesday, I went ahead and put down this box before I put down my full box to mark that I uploaded my memory spread for that week, or for the week prior, whichever it was. I'm kind of making a little bit of alterations to memory spreads. So the memory spreads don't include any of my kits. They're always going to include other shops. And I'm kind of going to group them in a couple of videos so that we can speed up, because they're more pre-planning than anything. So when I go to film the second video, I'll show you what I have for the first week, and then I'll merge those 2 videos together and we'll talk through it, and I'll give you my thoughts of what I'm going to do. But this planner, and especially this week, I really didn't actually put anything for the kids, so that makes things so much easier when it comes to memory spread, because then I can put everything for the kids in that one and not feel like I'm double dipping. So Wednesday, I used one of my fabulous sticky notes to mark that it was time to doodle. That at the end of that week was my Instagram takeover, and so I needed to get my puns done for to show on my Instagram takeover. So mark that with a sticker from paper and thread, and then I've got my half boxes with the grid pattern inside with printing day and cutting day. It's been a lot going on, so my goal is to get stickers ready to ship. I know that I've probably said this a couple of times, but I'll probably continue to keep saying it, especially when it's doing this, and getting stickers ready to ship so that our processing times go down. So I have been doing a lot of printing and a lot of cutting, and I still have a lot of cutting left to do. I don't have very much printing left to do, like nothing. I think the next thing I have to print is mystery kits, and those can actually wait a little bit because they haven't renewed just yet. But I marked printing with a sticker from Paper and Thread, cutting with a sticker from Fox and Cactus, and then I did just mark that it was evening activities for the kids, but I didn't say what it was, and just put a sticker from Planner Studio to just mark, that it was a mom thing to do. So use my little quarter checkbox here to mark the video that went up that day. And that was the 52 weeks of Halloween flip through. So that was the day that I went through every single spread and told you who it was from, what I liked about it, and everything. So overall, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you watched it, it was an interesting to see. You can definitely see that there were some shops that were definitely favored over others, in terms of how many times they appeared in that planner. And I am trying not to do that this round, but I will say that I'd already accumulated quite a few fandom kits for the next 52 weeks project. And so, or I should say this current 52 weeks project. And so there might be some good repeats, but that's because that's kind of what their shop does. So we'll see how it goes. But I am definitely trying to spread them out and everything. And I think I have more than 52 at this point because, let's face it, that's just kind of how it works. On Thursday, full box at the top, I did have to balance books, so I marked that with an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then I needed to work on freebies. So I had gotten the doodles done for the main freebie, or the all orders freebie for the TPC sale. And then I needed to finish my tiered freebies. So I finished those that day. That was a little difficult because I was trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. And we ended up so the theme is Once Upon a Time. And we went the route of Knights and Dragons. So I do have a medieval knight kit that's coming out that fits this theme perfectly, at least I think. And then the freebies are very much like dragons. So, except for the all order freebie, which is knights that are puns. You'll just have to wait and see what that means, because it's amazing. So it was a cutting day. Marked out with my script sticker, and then also with a character from Pumpkin Paper Co. And then just marked that it was evening activities again with the kids. And I'm just gonna continue laying some stuff down before I pull out more character stickers, because I don't know what character stickers I'm gonna use beforehand. I know some people do and they have them all ready set to go. I don't. I kind of just like, yep, in the moment, this is what it's gonna be. So I do mark that it was an early to bed on that pretty dark purple sticker. It was just early to bed. But I do end up putting another emoji down for the evening activities. And then I had one more video that comes up this week, but we'll get there. I don't put it down just yet. So I put down another sticky note to mark that I needed to balance books. So yes, I balance books on a fairly regular basis, if not daily, at least quite a few times a week. And one of the reasons is to just be aware of any fraud that may happen on the account. Unauthorized charges, because not everything gets caught. And so I, just do it to make sure that everything is good and that we are always on the up and up. And then it also was a payday that day, so I needed to pay bills. So anytime I have to pay bills, I always go through and balance the books again to ensure that I'm right there where I need to be, to pay the bills. So, and then we prepay a lot of our bills. Like, we take them out of our our budget, like my balance book, I do them all the time. And then when they come out, like I already know what my running budget's going, or my running leftover is going to be. Instead of waiting until that bill is due, I automatically just deduct it on the 1st or the 15th of the month in my books to ensure that I don't ever overspend. And it's actually worked out, and I've done that for probably close to 12 years now. And I round up purchases and I round down deposits because I don't deal with cents. And eventually it gets to a point where we have a good overage in the account, and when that happens, I just transfer it to savings or transfer it to pay a bill, and that's what we do. So it's probably not what you asked, but or wanted to know, but hey, I figured I'd let you know something about that, because you're probably like, why do you balance your bills all the time? So anyways, it was another cutting day, of course, and marked that with a sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co. And then I needed to package subs that day to get to the post office the next day, and marked that with my favorite packaging sticker ever from Happy Dia. And then I needed to take a nap. And oh yes, the plan with me that went up that day was the 52 weeks of fandom. Yes, so excited. Anyways, had to take a nap that day. I was so tired. Oh my goodness, it was such a busy week and I was so tired. So marked it with a sticker from Fox and Cactus. And now we are on to the weekend. And of course, like always, my trusty dusty double box that I love doing on the weekends. At least for me, I always do them on the weekends. Well, not always, because if the kit contains more than one double box, I'll put one of the double boxes in the first half of the week and then the second double box in the second half of the week. At least that's how I like to do it. So on the 30th was the day that I needed to film my Instagram takeover. So I film always the day ahead to ensure that, one, I'm going to hit my max slides that I can do, and also so that I'm not feeling like crazy to do it in just like a short amount of time. So I take the entire day, and then in that evening time I send my slides over, because that's how we do it. So marked it with a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. and put down a lovely third box to mark that it was time to film. So another script sticker. This one is actually font 33 in the shop. And I have a whole sheet of them in this and in foil, and I don't use them that often, and I probably should. Because let's face it, when you don't have to write everything down a million times, it makes things so much more enjoyable. It really does. And I know you guys sit here and you're like, but your handwriting's so great. It's so beautiful. I don't think it is. But I think everybody thinks that. I think everybody thinks that of their own handwriting, where they're kind of like, it could be better. I don't really like it. And there are times that I do look at my handwriting. I'm like, you know what? That's not bad handwriting. But sometimes I just feel like it's messy and sloppy, and so I do prefer to have, especially on things that I have to write over and over and over again, like mail drop or cutting day or printing day, things like that. Just make it easier to have the script stickers. So if you write things over and over and over again in your planner, buy you a sheet of script stickers. It makes things a lot more enjoyable because you're not having to write the same thing over and over again. So marked the mail drop that I had to do with a sticker from Paper and Thread. Put down another third box and marked that I needed to finish packaging designs. So not packaging any orders, but some of the new things that are going to be coming on packaging and on outside of envelopes. I needed to finish designing some of that stuff and getting that prepped and ready, and I made a huge order, and they should be here, well, the day that this video goes up. That's when it should be. So I'm excited. I don't know if I'll do any sneaks or if I'll just start surprising people. Let's see how it goes. I don't know. But I did have to do some designing that day, so I just marked it, design with a script and then a sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co. And didn't realize that I had put two stickers that looked the same color on the camera, then followed by the same sticker from the same shop. Yeah, That's not, normally I don't do that. I try to vary it up, but I was looking and I wasn't paying attention. And I was just like, yep, this is what I'm going to use because I'm designing. On Sunday, it was cleaning day. That is a sticker from Stick with the Plan Co. I just went ahead and used one of these larger size. They're the same size as a full box, but they have the grid pattern inside. And this was the day that we prepped for our painters. So the 1st through the 5th of February, we had painters and, well, a painter in the house to paint our entire downstairs because I was sick of the color and it needed to be painted. I'm so happy with it, you guys. Oh my gosh, so happy. But we had to prep for it. We had to do walls and baseboards and blinds and photos and furniture. And we had to take things down and put them in another room. We had to move the dog's crates. Kids were washing down baseboards. We were washing down walls. Just everything to prep for the painter. I know a lot of people are like, well, why didn't you just do that all throughout the week? Because we had way too much going on, and it was just easier to go, okay, this is the time we have to do it. Let's hurry and get it done. And let's not like hurry and do it half, motivated. Let's go ahead and do it, but we're all here. This is what we're going to do for the next few hours, and that's the end of it. So let's focus. That's the kind of attitude I had with that. And it went actually fairly well. It went down quicker than it's going back up. So, but I think that's just kind of how it is when you do stuff. But I did put a sticky note down and mark that it was time to edit and upload videos. Mark that with a sticker from Once More with Love. And that I did my IG takeover that day. And then YouTube schedule. And then I just marked that it was lesson planning with that little appointment label. Moving on to the sidebar. I know. Like audible gasp. Like a sidebar? Like I had goals for the sidebar this week, you guys. Like I kind of knew what was going to be happening in this sidebar. Not totally, because I do fly by the seat of my pants sometimes, but I did have some plans. So I knew exactly what I was going to be putting in the side with the being an adult. So being an adult is my favorite header, and I feel that's just because some of the things that you have to do as an adult are not fun, but let's go ahead and, make it fun. So I did mark that I had to work on business books, supplies, returns, balance books, pay bills, and then Saturday and Sunday were both work days. So there wasn't like anything like too adulty about it that required, that stuff. And then I took the 2 channel surfing boxes that I have and marked what shows I watched that week. So I watch Eureka in the morning when I'm eating my breakfast, and then in the evening time, when time permits, the kids and I have been watching Bones. But you know that if you've been watching these Plan With Me's, if you've been watching these Plan With Me's on my channel, there we go. Jeez, so tongue-tied. And we've been enjoying it. So then I went ahead and I took the habit trackers, and I knew that I was going to use at least one. So like I said, I did have an idea of what I was going to use for the sidebar. So, and I didn't know if that was enough space to put in a full box. It wasn't, so I opted not to, and I was like, you know what? Fine, we'll just go ahead and we'll put down some other habit trackers. And so I posted, the first one is this day in history. So that is the thing that I am tracking every single day so that I can put that in my 52 weeks of fandom planner. So that's what we're doing. So I did that every day that week, marked the days that we did school, and then I marked the days that I weighed in, which was only once. And I ended up not putting it in this planner. I ended up putting it in a different planner. But just to let you know, I'm down 2.4 pounds. Round of applause because I'm excited. So it's been a while since I've seen the budge. I know that the weight is not always everything, but it's nice to see a little budge happening, because then that means eventually inches will fall off. But this is what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I know this was a mystery kit, but know that they're absolutely fantastic and purely functional. And I shall see you guys next time. Okay? Bye.